Should you go to college or should you drop out of college? Is college really worth it? Here's an article from CNBC. The future of work won't be about college degrees, it will be about job skills. I have been saying this for years on social media and being interviewed hundreds of times. I've been keep saying this. I'm so glad that CNBC agrees with me. That we're no longer in the job economy, right? The credentials economy. Now we are transitioning to the skill economy. That's an industrial age idea that, hey, you can go to school, get good grades, get a good job, work for a company until you're 65, and then maybe you will retire comfortably. Well, a lot of those companies won't be around with technology, with AI, with so many changes that are happening in the marketplace, that thinking that having that piece of paper that would give you security, that would no longer give you security. Now we need to transition our thinking from just, you know what, maybe that economy, that is dead. The job economy is dead. So today I want to share with you 3 powerful insights that I want you to consider if now you are thinking of going to college, right? Or you are in college, you're in university, you're thinking, is it really worth it? Should I stay here? Or if you are your parents and you're thinking, should I send my kids to college? Right? Those are some of the questions you have. So insight number 1, and that is this. You don't just want to think like a student, you want to think like an investor. See, according to the survey Freelancing in America 2018, released Wednesday, 93% of freelancers with a 4-year college degree say skills training was useful versus only 79% who say their college education was useful to the work they do now. 65% of the children entering primary school, listen to this, will end up in jobs that don't yet exist, reviews the World Economic Forum. If you want to think like an investor, think about it. As an investor, would you invest, let's say, $1,000 into something, knowing that you don't know what kind of return you're going to get, and you don't know when you're going to get those returns, and you don't know when you're going to get that money back? As an investor, would you invest in something like that? You probably wouldn't. So when it comes to your education, when it comes to your college degree, I want you to think like an investor. An investor, we always talk about the term return on investment, right? What's my return? I'm spending $1,000. I'm investing $1,000, $10,000, $50,000. What is my return? That's number 1. Number 2 is return on time invested, ROTI, return on time invested. If I'm investing 3 years, 4 years, 5 years, 6 years of my life, time that you will never get back into something, into a degree, into a diploma, whatever it is that you're studying for, what's my return on time invested? What's my return? What am I going to get back as a result? Don't just blindly listen to the media, listen to anybody, in fact, that they say you should get it because that's what you're supposed to have. And that's what most people have. Put that aside. Think critically. Think for yourself. Think independently. What's my return on investment and what's my return on time invested? Insight number 2. Now here it talks about something very, very profound. 20 million students started college this fall, and this much is certain. The vast majority of them will be taking on debt. In fact, a lot of debt. In fact, comment below if you're going to school right now that you actually have to borrow money. You're getting student loan to support yourself throughout this period of time in order for you to get that piece of paper, to get that degree, to get that diploma. Comment below. A lot of students, they are getting into debt, not knowing that, hey, when are they going to pay this off? It would take them years, and only if they could actually even find jobs. Even if they have jobs after they graduate, it would take them years to pay that off. Just think about it. So insight number 2, I want you to think about this. I want you to think like a business owner. That as we are transitioning from the job economy to the skill economy, you are acting as your own mini CEO within what you do. We all are. That imagine you're running your own little business, that your skills, your knowledge, your expertise, that's your product. That's what you bring into the marketplace, right? That's what you're delivering to the marketplace in exchange of money. So the more valuable you are, the more value you can deliver, the more value you can create in the marketplace, the more money you're gonna make. So it's no longer just, hey, I have a degree. It doesn't matter if you're a degree or not. It matters if you can deliver real value to the marketplace, and the marketplace will recognize that value and pay you for it. So if you think like a business owner, you will ask yourself, it's what I am doing, it's what I am learning, it's what I'm studying. Do people want this? Is there a need for my skill sets? That's a very key question. Is there a need for my skill set? Number 3, very, very important. Too often, degrees are still thought of as lifelong stamps of professional competency. Now you know the truth. They tend to create a false sense of security, perpetuating the illusion that work and the knowledge it requires is static. It's not. It is not. Things are changing faster than ever. Wouldn't you agree? Right? There's so many changes that are happening in terms of different industries, in terms of technology. So insight number 3 that I want you to walk away with is this. It's no longer about how much you know. It is not how much you know, it's how fast you can learn. Because whatever you learn today, 2-3 years later, 2-3 months later, it might change. It's not static. So it's not how much you know right now. It does not matter how much you know, because what you know may not matter in a few years. It's how fast you can learn. So in order to have security, to have success after you graduate, you got to think about, before you graduate, with what I'm learning, how quickly can I turn what I know into results, into value? Because you get paid based on value. We all get paid based on the value we deliver. How fast you can take that, what you know in your head, transfer that into value in the marketplace. This would determine how much income that you would generate. So it's not just how much you know, it's how fast you learn. And knowing that the faster you learn, the faster you earn. So a 4-year window in terms of learning, that's a long time. Now we all need time to get to mastery, to get good at something. Yes, we need that. We need that focus. We need the time. But what I'm saying is, you need to go in the hole for 4 years before you see a return, before you get anything back from what you're learning. And what you're learning may be obsolete by the time you graduate. You see a problem with this? And that's why I'm so passionate about what I do. Teaching skill sets through my online university, Danlog University, giving students, giving them a chance, giving them a skill set. I call that high income skills. Skill sets that are not taught in school. That doesn't take 4 years to learn and master. In fact, it takes only a few months to understand, be able to turn that skill set into results and value in a very, very short period of time. And now I have students in over 150 countries. Join us, click the link below and see if this is for you. Knowing that a college degree is no longer enough. It will not provide you with the security that you are looking for. Think for yourself. Think like a professional investor. Think like a business owner. And knowing that it's not how much you know, it's how fast you learn.